Hey guys, Video Fletcher doing a video on Path of Exile for my crit Ice-Shot-Puncture build. Just wanted to show you how the leveling has gone. It's going to be featuring some clips from my Twitch TV channel, which can be seen in the description, where I play live. So some of the clips may be lesser quality than say a normal recording because they are taken from a stream. So you can see I'm using a crit bow. It's got 9 crit, that's the only reason I'm using it. It does have 200 DPS, but it has slow attacks per second. The main thing is crits. I have a quiver that just gives me a few crits. A chest piece, rings and gloves and boots, all those. I just need a 4-slot chest piece, that's all I need for now. I just need some rings with resists, gloves with resists, anything with resists. I'm using a unique helmet and a unique belt that don't really do anything for my character. This is a self-found build in the new league, so I don't have any currency. I just want to show you that it is possible to do. Again, I'm using crit Ice-Shot-Puncture, and all the links will be in the description for how you link the gems and set this up. I just wanted to explain how the leveling went, and showing stuff that is possible. These were the bows that I began with. This has like 200 DPS again. It's got a few more attacks. It's 1.5 attacks per second. This was the bow that I originally got and used for a long time. Again, then I finally upgraded to this one. It's a level 56 bow, a bit more damage, and that's really it. I wasn't really understanding what makes the build work, and it's crit. The DPS is useful, don't get me wrong, but it's more about the crit. The attacks per second I was getting hyper over, thinking, oh, 1.5 attacks per second, I'm shooting so fast, but it doesn't really matter. If you can get a bow with 9 crit, you just one-shot crit everything most times. Again, these are the quivers I'm using, chest piece I'm using, just a standard 3-link I leveled with. There's nothing fancy about it, and my quiver was pretty crap, honestly. And the gloves, things like this that I used, 200 armor, that's it, and some life. There's no resists on it, and I got to merciless. The gear I have now, yeah, it's full of resists, but I just wanted to show you that you don't need crazy gear to get to merciless. So I'm going to show you how I leveled the character. Again, this is footage coming from my Twitch channel. I began just using anything I could. I had some passives, I'm still leveling into the bow passive tree, but I'm not using a bow. Ideally, you would be using like a Joffrey's Baptism Maul, something just a 1 Chaos unique that you can just spectral throw and kill everything with up until like level 50. But it was a completely new league, I had nothing, so I had to deal with what I had. You can see here I'm like inspecting axes to see if I can use it to spectral throw, but then again I don't have LMP, so all I'm doing is I have 2 of these daggers, they're like 30-40 damage each, and I'm using dual strike, and all I'm doing is I'm just running along in docks in a party, dual striking. Don't worry, you don't need to be in a party at all. It probably was it probably slowed me down, if anything, because the monsters have so much health and I have such little damage that I was basically leeching at this point. When I played on my own, I was doing fine. Again, finding a Chaos Orb is really nice when you're in a new league, because again, that could have just gone out and bought me a unique, but I wanted to do it self-found to show it could be done. Again, all I'm doing so far is just mindlessly doing docks. Getting through the first 2 acts is a breeze. You don't need anything in normal. There are no requirements in normal. You don't need any resist, you don't need life, you don't need anything. Just want to do damage and kill things. So this is the first clip where I find my bow. I'm finally going to drop the dual strike after about 35 levels, but this isn't some bow like the one you saw at the beginning, the 4-link bow. That came a while after. This bow, I believe, was just literally like any gold bow. It didn't have any special attacks per second, it was just a bow. It was like the first bow I found. For some reason I didn't find one until like 30 levels. So all I'm using with it so far is I'm using Puncture and Split Arrow, because those are the only gems I've found. I don't have all the gems. Again, this is a new league. So, I was kind of testing it out in docks, and then I literally went to Hagen. I went to Hagen and I bought a quiver and made it blue, because I was broke. I just want to show you don't need anything crazy. I had a blue quiver and a really crap bow. You can see here I'm using a 1-slot chest piece. It's not anything impressive. So you can see here there's an Exile. I'm in normal. Normal isn't really a problem. I don't have resist here. I've got 900 life I'm seeing, 20 shield. And I'm slowly chipping it down with 100 damage. There's there's no real requirements. All you want to do is just get through normal. Normal's just a grind. Basically the whole game until Merciless is a grind. You want to make it as easy as possible. If you can find anything other than this bow to level with, because this bow's slowed me down, but I just wanted to show you don't need something crazy. After you've been through Merciless, after you've been through normal, with any bow, you can start to really get to grips with your build. Here I'm at the end of normal. I've been using any bow for quite a while in Docs, and I've gone on and I've completed the campaign to Dominus. So I just wanted to see if I could do him solo. The setup I'm now using is Ice-Shot, I found, and Puncture with I think one link. So effectively all I'm doing now is I have my bow. I think I've got a bit better bow. It's not 4 linked yet. You can see I'm not using anything with Ice-Shot. And I'm literally just spamming mana pots to keep my mana up. And, you know, because I don't have mana regen, I don't have the right gear, I don't have mana on kill. You don't need these crazy things, just use what you've got. All I'm doing is I'm just keeping my distance with Ice-Shot. Occasionally I'll puncture them and let them chase me, and then the puncture damage will do a lot. And again, you're not going to be one-shotting Dominus on normal. Like, don't think you're going to be doing that. You will one-shot things at the end, but like anything in PoE, leveling's a bit slow unless you have the right gear. And this is a self-found build. So again, basically just kiting Dominus round, killing his mobs to refresh my pots, puncturing him the odd time and shooting him. It wasn't really that much of a problem. It's just a lot of running around because I'm a bow character, and at the moment I'm lacking the DPS to just absolutely crit and one-shot him. Some things that I've found useful is just a totem, just any totem. Sometimes will just help grab aggro. You can use a decoy one or a flame totem to add a bit of damage early on. They're pretty helpful because they're only adding like 100 to 300 DPS, but I'm only doing 100 DPS, so the totem's doing more than me really. And there you can see first time I've killed him on a hunter character. So again, you just run through the campaign. I probably found my 4-link bow right now. 4-link bow isn't anything special. You could probably pick these up for a few chaos, you know, and you're going to have made a few chaos by the time you're in Cruel. So I just speeded this up to show you what I'm basically doing. I'm running through Cruel Docks. Sometimes in a party, sometimes in my own. I'm seeing if I get anything, seeing if I sell anything. I'm looking right now at my gear, and what I actually had was I had a 3-link bow. Because I was so broke, I didn't want to risk it to 4-link it, so I just kept it as a 3-link. I think I had Ice-Shot, faster attacks, and something else on it. You'll be able to see in the description. The leveling was actually pretty fun once you get Ice-Shot. I would advise trying to get Ice-Shot and a bow as soon as possible. Personally, some people would prefer to get Spectral Throw, get a unique and chuck it around for big damage. But, you know, for me, I like actually using the build I'm going to use, not so much about speed leveling. If you want to speed level, like I say, I'd just say Spectral Throw, Searing Bond, whichever one you want to use, Flame Blast, and just blow your way through stuff. I just chose to use a bow because I liked it, and I haven't played a bow character before. After a while, you'll end up in Merciless Dominus, again, following the same route. Hopefully by now you've at least found a somewhat of a decent bow or purchased one. You're looking for about 9 crit. 9 crit and about 200 DPS is comfortable for me, I would say, in Merciless so far. I can do 66 maps alright. Again, I'm not going to instantly obliterate everything, but it's pretty damn strong right now. I have like 5,000 DPS, and I tell you, like a few patches ago, or when the game first came out, 5,000 DPS was a hell of a lot. It might not sound much now, but it is. The build will continue to scale to go to 20,000, etc. You just need the gems, the links. But I just wanted to show you how my leveling has gone for the Ranger so far. It's been pretty fun. Started off with Dual Strike, hitting things with 2 daggers. Eventually got up to a bow and a quiver. Then I found Ice-Shot. Then I found the Puncture. Mixed in a few totems to help me out in the mid game whilst I was struggling to just get the right setup. And then when I was in Merciless, I got rid of a bit of DPS. I had some DPS on gloves and rings, and I just went for straight resists, because at the moment it doesn't matter how much damage you're doing. If you can do maps comfortably and just one-shot things with 6,000 damage at the moment. Again, a new league, and that's all I'm doing. At the moment, I'm just running through 6,000 DPS, shooting down maps, getting currency, and not dying. That's the key. I don't want to do 7,000 damage and die. I'd rather do 5,000 damage and just stay alive and relentlessly get maps, build up my currency pool. So I just wanted to do a video of how things have been going on the build. If you want to check out the build, I'll be doing it on Twitch. All the links are in the description. I'm not claiming this build is my own. It's a mixture of people's that I've seen. The passive tree isn't mine. I can't remember where I got it from. But it works. It's good. It's fun. And I'm happy that my new character has worked self-found into maps. Now I'm just going to work on that currency and probably be purchasing a few better bows or chest pieces, because again, I'm rocking that 3-link so far. So just wanted to give you an update. I've really enjoyed playing Path of Exile recently, and it's one of my favourite games I've played. So if you haven't played the game, I'd say check it out. I really enjoy the game.